In 1982, Byron Price published this book. It contains 12 images and 12 corresponding verses. If you match the correct verse with the corresponding image, it reveals the location of a buried cask. Inside the cask is a key. Once the cask is dug up and you take out the key, you can return the key to the Price family and they will give you a precious gem. This is the secret of treasure hunt. There's a cask buried in Milwaukee. The corresponding image and verse is image 10, verse 8. So let's look at image 10 now. We know it's Milwaukee for several reasons. First, the items that are being juggled here. We have a millstone, a walking stick, and a key. Milwaukee. Can't be more obvious than that. Also, the castle in the background is actually Milwaukee City Hall. So if we turn to the verse 8, there's a lot that we don't know in here. There's a lot of stuff that has not been figured out. One thing that has, so if we go all the way down to the section that reads Ascend the 92 Steps, this corresponds to the 92 steps at the Grand Staircase at Milwaukee Lake Park. So on to the verse. After climbing the Grand 200, pass the compass and reach. So past the compass corresponds to the North Point Lighthouse in Lake Park. So after past the compass, the foot of the culvert below the bridge, walk 100 paces southeast over rock and soil to the first young birch. So this is pretty messy, and culvert, a bridge, walk 100 paces, so 100 paces from the lighthouse. So a lot of people have looked at this and decided that the bridge is the walking bridge in Milwaukee Lake Park, and there are a lot of birch trees around, so people have tried to match the angle of the birch trees with this section in the cloak of the image. And a lot of birch trees have been felled, have been cut down, and that just isn't there anymore. It isn't possible. But if you move on a little bit further down the verse, you see it says, pass 3, staying west, you'll see a letter from the country of Wonderstone's hearth on a proud, tall fifth. At its southern foot, the treasure waits. So this section tells us where the treasure actually is. So if you can find that part, then the other stuff before it doesn't really matter. And on an edition of Expedition Unknown, Josh Gates and a researcher went to Milwaukee Lake Park, and they found a statue of a lion just past several 33s that had been painted onto some stone. So that lion, they figured out, may represent the zodiac symbol Leo, which is the 5th zodiac symbol. So there's the proud, tall fifth. The verse reads again, at its southern foot, the treasure awaits. So that says right there, under its southern paw, the treasure awaits. So they prodded, they dug, and they didn't find anything. You can find other people's solves online that may be different than this, but this sounds pretty accurate to me, and that the cask just might not be there. One of the problems with this is that these casks were buried in 1982, and that was almost 40 years ago. A lot of them aren't going to be there, just like those trees that have been cut down. You can't find those, so people are hoping that the proud tall fifth means 5 birch trees, and one of those birch trees is proud and tall, obviously, and you can go find the cask at the bottom of that tree. I tend to think that the Expedition Unknown solve was correct, and the cask just isn't there anymore. They could have done construction, and a construction worker found it, didn't know what it was, threw it in the trash, and it's gone. Anything could have happened. Some kids could have dug it up, found it somehow, and they didn't know what it was. And this was before the internet, and the secret just didn't get out there. It wasn't popular. So this is a problem that we're running into, and Anyway, hope you liked the video, so don't forget to like, subscribe, and leave comments. Thanks for watching.